everybody. My name's Darlene and I have Parkinson's. I'm trying not to move around too much, which is hard for me to do that unless my meds aren't working. My meds are working right now, but I want to give you an update on what's going on. Only, for those who know me, only I could nearly break my neck and not know how I did it. Anyway, I went to the doctor's on Monday. I was in great pain on Monday, and I didn't go because of being in great pain. I went because I had a scheduled appointment with my neurologist. And we went, and when Claudine picked me up, she said, "What's wrong, Mom?" And I said, "Oh, Claudine, my neck is hurting, something fierce. Maybe I slept wrong, but it had never felt like that before. Never. Like I've had lots of sore necks and sore backs, and it had never felt this way before." And I said to her, we're just going to go and get over with it. I said, the last thing I want to do is go to the doctor here. But I said, we're just going to go and get it over with. So we went to the office and we got in, and she has a resident that was working with her. So she didn't come in, first of all. The resident came in. And he does all the questions and talks to you and whatnot. And then he goes and talks to her, and then she comes in. So I said to him while I was trying to answer his questions, I said, "I'm having a hard time concentrating," I said, "because my neck is so sore." I said, "I know it's unrelated to the Parkinson's, so I'm trying not to even mention it. I just want you to know that that's why I'm having some troubles here, because, I can't think of hardly anything else." So anyway, he sort of looked over it and didn't think too much more of it, I think, because I had sort of dismissed it. So anyway, after we talked about what we might be doing with my meds and whatnot, he went and talked to Dr. Furtado, and she came back in the room and she started off just talking regular again, and then she said, "What's wrong, Darlene?" And I said, "I can't think of anything other than the fact that my neck is hurting so badly." And she goes, "Why is your neck hurting?" And I said, "I don't know. I have no idea." So then she was the one who put two and two together, because she knew I had had a fall on Friday. And she said, "When did your neck start hurting?" And I said, over the weekend it progressed a little bit, but I said, today is the first day that it was really, really bad. And I said, before that it was not too bad, but it was getting worse. And she said, "When you fell," and she started talking about my fall. And I said, well, I said, "I can't tell you much because I don't remember it." I said, I know I fell. I knew that Bill couldn't help me up. I know that somehow I managed to get myself up off the floor. I remember that I turned around and went up off that. But I said, I don't really remember the fall. I said, I hurt my knee. I knew I had skinned my knee a little bit. And she said, "Is there a possibility you hit your head?" And I said, well, if I skinned my knees, I don't think I could have hit my head. They're kind of on the opposite side of my body. And she says, "Well, it depends on how you fell, like you could have." And she says, "Was there anything did you hit the toilet or the sink or anything like that?" I said, "Can't hit the sink. It's all tucked away in a corner." "No, I didn't hit the toilet, because when I tried to get up, I had to turn towards it to get to the chair." But I said, I couldn't grab anything because we have a walk, like a step into the shower, not a tub. So there was nothing for me to grab. There was a railing, but I was too far from the railing, I think. So when I went down, I kind of went into the shower, and there's a little ledge on the bottom of it, and I might have hit my head on that. I don't know. But anyway, she was the one that sort of said, but, Claudine checked my scalp after that, and we didn't see anything that did it. But anyway, she said to me, she said, "Okay, we're going to wrap this up." She says, "You're not leaving this hospital till you go downstairs and get an x-ray." She says, "They will send me the results up here, and I'll phone you if there's anything on those x-rays." I said, "Okay, that's fine." So anyway, we left and we came home. The pain was so bad. Like I said to Claudine, I was holding my head up. I was holding my neck, and I was holding my head up because I couldn't feel like my head was being held on. And the pain, I never have felt like it just was running up and down me. And I was crying. Like I said to Claudine, I have never felt this before. I think she felt really bad because she didn't even know that I had this problem. And I said to her, "Well, I didn't know I had the problem. This is just really bad now all of a sudden." So anyway, we came home, and I said, "I'm just going to lay down." And I laid down for a little bit, and she phoned me, and she said, "Okay, I heard from Dr. Furtado's office." It was the young resident guy. And I said, "What did he say?" And she said, "There's something on the x-ray but they don't know what it is. She said it could be something, it could be nothing, but you need to have a CT scan or something done to test it further, and he wants you to go to Merge. Well, I knew if we went back to that hospital that we would be there for a long time in Emerge. That's one of the hospitals that sent Claudine away when I said, if they didn't do anything for you with your bowels hanging out, they're not going to do anything with me for a sore neck. So anyway, she said, let's go to South Health Campus because they're very good. So we went down and we noticed on the wall as we go in that it says there's a 3.5 hour wait. And I said, well, we'll wait the 3.5 hours. It doesn't matter. I have to see somebody. So anyway, we went through the triage and told her what we were there for. And then we sat down at the, or just in front of where the triage is. We just parked my wheelchair there, and Claudine sat in a chair. And I'm telling you, I mean, I was crying. I was in so much pain, and I was holding my head. And I said to her, Claudine, I said, it's like I can't hold my damn head up, like this is awful. So next thing I know, they're taking me to the back. There's no 3.5 hour wait. They just took me right to the back and said, we've got to go and have a CT scan right away. And I think they said that the amount of pain that I was in didn't equate to just having a small neck injury. Like, the amount of pain I was in was like, this is a serious injury. So anyway, we go down for a CT scan, and it comes back. He says, well, it's not broken, which when he said, well, it's not broken, that told me that I was on the right track when I said, I think I got a broken neck. Because that was the first thing that he said was, it's not broken. Because I thought, I'm not holding my head up. This is, I have practically decapitated myself and I'm still holding my head on. But that's not the case. So he said, it's not broken. But he said, the amount of pain that you're in, he said, says to me, it could be something growing between the discs, or the disc might be compressed. But they only scanned my neck. And I said to Claudine, so he did some kind of an injection back there. Like he said, it's sort of like at a dentist's office where they put numbing gel in your mouth to numb the pain. He put something into my neck to sort of give me some relief. And they gave me some morphine to take while I was there. The morphine didn't even touch the pain. And I don't take any drugs like that. Like I just don't do it. So morphine should have knocked me completely out. They gave me a double dose at the start, and a half an hour later they gave me a single dose, and it did nothing to stop that pain. His little injection that he did nothing. But he said, we'll give it a week, he said. And if it's a soft tissue injury, that will heal itself up. And if it doesn't get better, then you'll have to come back and I said to Claudine, they only looked at my neck. I said, this thing, I can feel it. It's further up in my head. She said, maybe you got a bone spur or something up in your head. And I said, well, let's go check Dr. Google. Anyway, everything pointed to this. And we asked him about this, and he said, well, it could be, but he said, we don't know for sure, but pointed to this occipital neuropathy thing. But anyway, I don't know whether it's that or whether it was a fall or what it was. But anyway, I thought I was going to die. And the next day, it was just as bad. And Claudine says, we're going to go in again and have it tested. And I said, I want him to know that I'm giving it a try. He said a week. I said, I want him to know that I am trying. So I said, we'll go tomorrow if I don't feel better. Well, I got up the next day and I said, I wasn't feeling too bad. So I think it is going to heal up. Whatever it is, it's going to heal up. It's going to take a while because I don't dare take this collar off because this is protecting me. I sleep with this on I take it off to go into the shower. That's all I do. And I just feel like that's the only thing that's going to help me. So other than that, I'm trying to think. So I'm planning on being back to myself. Today, the only work I have done is this entire time, I did the dishes up today. And when I say did the dishes, I have a dishwasher. So I loaded the dishwasher and unloaded the dishwasher. That's all I did. And that's all I can do. I can't do anymore. I'm not able to do anything. I can't lift anything. I can't But anyway, the pain has subsided a little bit. So when the pain subsides a little bit, I'm resting better. So therefore, when my meds are working, I'm moving. When my meds aren't working, I'm still. So we decided, Claudine and I did. we're doctors now, Anyway, we decided that my medicine, I was going to skip every second dose of my medicine for a day or two. Normally, I don't like my downtime, but downtime seems to be when my body is being able to heal itself. So we skipped every second dose yesterday to give me lots of still time for it to try and help. But then I had an awful night because I didn't have enough levodopa in my brain to work. So today I'm taking each dose as I'm supposed to. They increased my medicine when I was at the neurologist this time. I was at 18 pills a day and 2 overnight, taking it every 3 hours, and I was getting a real cycle of 3-hour cycle where I was on for about an hour and a half and I was off for about an hour and a half. So they decided that I was going to take the 3 pills every 2 hours. So I went from 18 to 24 tablets in a day plus the 2 overnights. So that's a heavy increase. And with the heavy increase comes more dyskinesia, which is this movement. And with this movement, that hurts my neck. So I'm trying to balance it all out, and I just need my neck to heal. So I'm giving it as much time as I can to heal, but I can't live my life like this. I can't not do my normal things. It's driving me crazy. I'm going to go buggy. As it is, I'm starting to hallucinate things, and we told her that. So she's concerned, and, I'm concerned too. I woke Bill up one night and I said, who is that in the room with us? Who is that person there? And he goes to me, there is nobody there. And I know he's telling me the truth. Who would be in my bedroom, for goodness sake? I mean, logically, I know that. But it doesn't help when I think I see it. So I said to him, we're going to have to leave the lights on out there where there's more light, because I think it's shadows. Like my tripod or my ring light, they're the right height for a person. And I said, when I'm sitting sort of in the shadows in the dark, that's when I see things. And bugs, I see bugs. I'm in the shower and I think they're crawling on the ground and stuff. And I said, I think that's just my own fears manifesting themselves, but anyway, this is all part of this Parkinson's thing, and darn it all, I got it. Anyway, I don't want to be, I'm not the person who's going to moan and groan, and for the last month, I feel like I've been moaning and groaning. Oh, my tooth hurts. Oh, my head hurts. Oh, my neck hurts. Oh, and that is not me. That's not the way I am. I'm a positive person. And I said to myself, I am going to be back, and I'm going to do it. So I'm going to give this update here. I'm going to load up at the normal time for tomorrow. Then I'm going to do Sunday, come by and have a coffee with me. And I'm going to try to be back on target for the Monday. If for some reason I have a bad day, I may just have to say I can't do it that day. But I am going to desperately try to get back onto my schedule. And I think that it will help me greatly to have something to focus on. So, that said, this is my update. I guess I could sum it up this way. I'm on a crap ton of medicine. I hurt like heck. I was miserable for days, and I'm looking forward to laughing and telling some stories and being good again. I'm looking forward to that. So let me think can I think of a story? Let me see. I got my little book here where I write things down. Let me see if I got a story that I could tell. A quick story. Oh yes. Okay, this is just a real fast one here. I worked at KFC for a while, and we had the garbages out back of the KFC restaurant. And we had snow and whatnot. This was upcountry in BC, and there was snow out on the ground, and we just had a new snow. Well, the crows came to the garbage can, and because it was new snow, there was little crow footprints all over the place. Well, the little crow footprints, it looked like we were a chicken restaurant. This looked like there could have been chickens running around outside. It looked like we were bringing them all in to take care of them, to feed to people. I said, look at all these footprints out here. It's like people were just killing themselves laughing at these footprints out back at the KFC restaurant. But anyway, that's not much of a story. But anyway, that's a little story for you. Just trying to wet my toes and getting back and doing it. So we will talk to you tomorrow, and it's good to be back. And thank you so much for all your concern. Everybody was so very nice to me. Claudine stepped in and really helped me out, and Khalid and Ashley are dears and sweethearts, and they understood when I had to not have Finn one night because I didn't want to lift him, and if he's here, I'm going to try to lift him. I mean, he's cute as a button. I can't do anything but lift him. So anyway, I'm going to stop your rambling on here, and I'm glad to be back. I want to thank everybody for everything that they've done and all the well wishes, and I will see you all tomorrow.